Hare Krishna to all dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All the Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So today we are reading from today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 9, text 13 to 14. Sorry, 13 to 38. Text 13 and 14.
13 to 23, I think.
23. Okay.
Yes.
Text 13 and 14. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has no beginning and no end, no exterior and no interior, no front and no rear. In other words, He is all providing because He is not under the influence of the elements of time. For Him, there is no difference between the past, present, and future. He exists in His own transcendental form at all times, being absolute beyond relative. He is free from the distinctions between cause and effect. Although he is the cause and effect of everything, the unmanifested person who is beyond the prescription of the senses had now appeared as a human child, and Mother Yashoda, considering him her own ordinary child, bound him to the wooden motor with a rope. Text 15. When Mother Yashoda was trying to bind the mm, offending child, she saw that the binding rope was short by a distance, the width of 2 fingers. Thus she bought another rope to join to it. Text 16. The new rope also was short by a measurements of 2 fingers. When another rope was joined to it, it was still 2 fingers too short. As many ropes has she joined, all of them failed. Their shortness could not be overcome. Text 17. Thus Mother Yashoda joined whatever ropes were available in the household, but still she failed in her attempt to bind Krishna. Mother Yashoda friends, the elderly gopis in the neighborhood, were smiling and enjoying the fun. Similarly, Mother Yashoda, although laboring in that way, was also smiling. All of them were struck with the wonder. Text 18. Because of Mother Yashoda hard labor, her whole body became covered with the um, receptions, and the flowers and the foam were falling from her hair. When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatigued, he became merciful to her and agreed to be bound. Text 19. O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He, he comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. Text 20th. Neither Lord Brahma nor Shiva, not even the goddess of fortune, who is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of Godhead the delivered from this material world. Such mercy has received by the Mother Yashoda. Text 21. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the son of Mother Yashoda, is accessible to the devotees engaged in the spontaneous love service, but he is not as easy accessible to the mental speculation to those mm, starving for the self-realization by serve austerities and finance, or to those who consider the body the same as the self. Text 22. While Mother Yashoda was very busy with the household affairs, the Supreme Lord Krishna observed twin trees known as Yamala Arjuna, which is a former millennium had been the demigod son of Kuvera. Text 23. In their former birth, these two sons, known as Nalakuvera and Manigriva, were extremely opulent and fortunate, but because of pride and false prestige, they did not care about anyone, and thus Narada Muni cursed them to become trees. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Radha and Madhavi, for reading the translations. And also, thank you for every day facilitating these calls for such a long time, consistently. Yeah, I think Pratyush Prabhu, today you are over you. Yeah, thank you for taking the time, Prabhu, in spite of your life's stressful circumstances now. Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu, whenever you're ready.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity. All all glories to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. So, thank you Mataji for reading today's translation, and thank you everyone for joining today's session. I'll start with my with prayer. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांता स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So, in today's session, we are reading from Canto 10, chapter 9, and this is most wonderful pastime of Lord Krishna, Damodar Leela. So, it's our esteemed moment that we are going through this, and this is enjoyed by all the gopis, and we also observe and read or recite Damodar Ashtakam during the Kartik month. So everyone, all the devotees, actually love this pastime and go through every day in the Kartik month, and not only in the Kartik month, but this has been spoken so widely by all the great acharyas and Guru Maharaj and great devotees. So very nice pastime. So in the previous session, we have seen. I'll give quick overview what we have seen so far. Let me share, share my screen as well. So in the previous session, we have seen Mother Yashoda was churning yogurt and and thinking of Krishna, meditating on uh, what I have Krishna as a child done so far, and also singing. Um, so whenever we want to remember something, we make the song and then sing it. And the same thing Mother Yashoda was doing, and then Lord Krishna appeared before her and and asking for the for drinking milk, and immediately Mother Yashoda embraced him and start feeding him. So there is a motherly affection. It always mother want to embrace her, his child and feed her. So Lord, uh, so but she as soon as she started feeding, she saw that the milk was coming out of the pot which is kept for heating, and she left immediately, get up and left the Krishna in between, and started chasing, or going to attend another, to the boiling milk. uh, and Krishna was not satisfied till now, so he became angry. So he's pretending to be angry, and started crying, um, because he saw that mother is more affectionate to other responsibilities. So uh, and so in anger he uh, broke the pot of yogurt which Mother Yashoda was churning, and went to the room close by, and then started eating butter, and also distributing the same butter to uh, the, the monkeys who has also came there, and also was very anxious. So he was also looking around um anxiously that somebody will catch him, or Mother Yashoda will catch him and chastise him. So all this we are seeing is pretending to behave like a child, and only a devotee can enter into this lila and understand the real essence. A non-devotee might not see the real, beauty of this lila. So so as soon as Mother Yashoda returned, and she followed the footstep of Lord Krishna, which was mud in butter, uh, going into the room. She slowly went into the room and saw that he's stealing. She was happy. Still, she wanted to chastise him for all the trouble he has created. So she was carrying a stick in her hand, and then she, as soon as Krishna saw Mother Yashoda, he fled away from there. And then we have seen in the past session that Mother Yashoda uh, started chasing him and then caught him, even though Lord Krishna is um, all pervading. Nobody, no one can catch him. Or yogis who do so much austerity, tapasya, cannot caught hold of him. But a devotee who is in transcendental love can catch him. So such same as Mother Yashoda, who were able to catch him, and as soon she caught him, she saw that Krishna is crying, and in a motherly affection, she throw her stick, because she was just pretending to um, chastise him. Right? So she really doesn't wanted to punish Lord Krishna. She was happy seeing all this pastime, and she throw the stake, but Krishna was crying so much that she got fearful that if in this way, because Krishna is crying so much, is so much afraid, she might leave house. Prabhupada explained that she Krishna might leave or run away from house in fear. So that's why she thought of binding him. So Sukdev Goswami explain further verses. So we'll go over it today. So from verse 13 and 14, uh, which explain the inconceivable nature or all-pervading feature of Lord Krishna. So uh, in this verse, it is explained that Supreme Personality Godhead, who has no beginning. And so Sukdev Goswami is emphasizing on the fact that uh, Mother Yashoda, even though she thought she will bind him, but who can be bound? Who is measurable? Who can be measured? Like for us, we are measured. We can be uh, bound with something, right? With our material condition, or physically, we can be also tied with rope. But since Supreme Personality of Godhead doesn't have any beginning and end, and no interior or exterior, and he doesn't have any front or end, and he is the cause and effect of everything, and he's existing within the universe and without the universe. So in material sense, he cannot be measured. So how it is possible to bind him with rope, physical rope, material rope? So, so in a way, Sukdev Goswami is also giving us hint what is going to happen next. So, and also in this verse, the it is also emphasized by Sukdev Goswami that not only he is bound in the physical or not measured in the physical sense, but not also he is beyond time and space. So he on the same time he is pervading, but he is also not limited in space. But he is the time factor. So we have past, present, and future, but Krishna is beyond that. He does do not exist in this. So we have seen in previous leelas also, uh, in Brahman Ghat Leela, which is when Krishna showed cosmic universe in his mouth. So we have seen he is in the universe, but still entire universe is within him. So this is the ultimate explanation for how the ultimate Lord could be like, not bound, but at the same time can be bound by just by the transcendental love. So yeah. So also Prabhupada emphasized on the fact that Krishna cannot be measured or calculated by Vedic knowledge. Uh, we might think somebody might think he will have all the uh, read all the shastra and try to know the Krishna and get the perfection and control the Krishna, but that's not possible. Uh, so Prabhupada mentioned that devotee can handle him because they act on the basis of loving service. Bhaktya mam abhijanti yasvan yas chasmi tatva. That's why Mother Yashoda, we'll see that that's why Mother Yashoda was able to bind him. In text 15, when Mother Yashoda was trying to bind the offending child, she saw that rope was always 2 inch too short. So, so she got more ropes and tied that rope with the first one, but still the rope was 2 inch short, 2 finger short, not 2 inch, 2 finger short. So this is the first chapter where Krishna is exhibiting uh, unlimited potency to Mother Yashoda personally. So in the previous session, we have seen another ultimate unlimited potencies. Uh, Krishna has killed Putana and Shaktasura and Trinavarta, but now Krishna is exhibiting another potency uh, to Mother Yashoda that unless I agree, unless I agree, you cannot bind me. So Prabhupada explained that uh, Mother Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna one rope after another. Uh, she was still getting failed, but it is Prabhupada is saying, but when Krishna agreed, then only she got successful. So the other way to look at it is we might try to do bhakti and try to get prema of Bhagavan. That's our ultimate goal, right? So we want to achieve the prema bhakti level. So we do all the things, four regulative principles, uh, and do chanting every day, do reading, associate with devotees. But we always pray to Lord that please provide the prema bhakti and show your love and affection. he's showing every day and every moment, but still we want to see or meet him, see him personally, or get in connection with, feel the connection with him. So only a devotee can feel that, not a non-devotee. So what I wanted to emphasize on, even though we do a lot of things, but the bhakti never comes immediately. It only censored by Bhagwan. So we always depend on Lord Krishna for sanction of bhakti. So that's what Krishna is also showing in this chapter, that when Krishna is satisfied with our devotional service, uh, he does everything himself. So it is also said that he reveals more and more to the devotee as the devotee advances in service. And service begin with tongue, jivadu. So Prabhupada mentioned that when we start chanting, that's the first service, and then after that we eat the prasadam. So that's how the service begin. So that's why we see in the Sunday feast, right? We invite everyone, we take Bhagwan name, we do arti, we hear about Bhagwan pastime, and then we eat the prasadam. That's the starting of the bhakti. In text 16, so text 15, 16, 17, all three are connected. 15, 16, 17, where Mother Yashoda is trying to bind Lord Krishna. So in the next verse also, uh, the rope was too short, 2 finger short, and as many as rope Mother Yashoda tried to join, all of them failed, and their shortness was not able to overcome. So Mother Yashoda joined whatever rope were available in the home, but still she failed in her attempt to bind the Krishna. And Mother Yashoda's friends, the elderly gopis in the neighborhood, were actually enjoying this, looking at this pastime, and they were smiling because it was so wonderful that Krishna was a child with a very small hands, but hundreds of rope, which would have been measured in hundreds of feet, was not able to bind him. So, so naturally, Mother Yashoda and Gopi friend thought, how it is possible that this all these ropes are not able to bind him. So this is another exhibition of Krishna inconceivable potency to his mother and his all the gopis. So in text 18, next text, we see that Mother Yashoda was tired, was doing so much hard labor, um, and trying to bind, and she was fatigued also. So then Lord Krishna, seeing the effort by Mother Yashoda, he granted and accepted to get bound. So Prabhupada explained in the purport that so Mother Yashoda was doing so much hard labor. Uh, she tied all the ropes available in the house, and still it was short. Then Krishna decided, basically Mother Yashoda and all the gopis looking at this pastime uh, was happy, very happy. Krishna, Prabhupada explains that why they were happy. One of the reason was that they understood that Krishna is so fortunate that he cannot be bound in this by any material condition, and thus they gave up the idea of binding him. But in competition between Krishna and his devotee, Krishna sometimes agreed to be defeated. And as Krishna got internal potency Yogmaya, and uh, which was brought to work, and Krishna agreed to get bound by Yashoda. So in text 19, uh, we see that it is, Prabhupada explains that do the comparative analytics of basically how the entire universe is under his control, but still he comes under control of his devotee. So in this verse, uh, Sukdev Goswami says that all the demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra is in his control. Still, Lord accepts the control of his devotees. So Prabhupada explained that this pastime is very difficult to understood by non-devotees, but whoever is devotee, they understand this pastime. So this is a very important pastime. Sorry, purport. Please, if you get time, please read this and uh, 19, 20, 21. So in 19, Prabhupada explained that uh, so his own plenary portion as Paramatma, Lord control innumerable universes with all their demigod. Yet he agreed to be controlled by devotee. So also in the Upanishad, it is mentioned that Supreme Personality Godhead run with more than speed of mind. But here we see that he still got caught by Mother Yashoda and accepted to get bound. So Prabhupada further explained that Lakshmi, uh, Mother Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi is serving Lord Krishna, but still, so Lakshmi is the goddess of all 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 the opulence, right? So not in the sense of all the richness. So, but still, he steals butter like a poverty-stricken boy. So we see that it's very contradictory. So another example Prabhupada gives is Yamraj, the controller of all the living entity, fear the Lord Krishna. Yet Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda. So this contradiction is not cannot be understood by who is not a devotee. But a devotee can understand how powerful is unalloyed devotional service to Krishna is. It is so powerful that the Krishna can be controlled by unalloyed devotee. So this is also mentioned in Brahma Samhita and Bhagavad Gita also. Uh, so also we see in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna accept to become a charioteer of Arjuna, and which means he accept to take order from Arjuna. So as we see in the Bhagavad Gita also that Arjuna ordered to Krishna to take the chariot to the in the middle of or between of two armies or armies of soldiers. So Krishna immediately execute this order and take Arjuna to the middle of the soldiers. But one may argue that Krishna also is not independent. But this is ignorance. Krishna is always fully independent, but he becomes subordinate to his devotee. This is display of Ananda Chinmay Rasa, the humor of transcendental qualities that increases his transcendental pleasure. So he takes a lot of pleasure in accepting uh, or executing the order of his devotee. And devotee is unalloyed devotee who is doing transcendental loving service to the Lord. So we need to understand, like, so Bhagwan is independent, but still he comes in control of his pure unalloyed devotee who do the service spontaneously, not planned, very planned, showing or whimsically showing just for the show of, like, I'm so I'm so elevated, or I do so much, but who does do or take care of or do the service to the Lord without any condition or without any motive. So in text 20, there is it is said that Lord Brahma and nor Lord Brahma, nor Lord Shiva, and nor Lord uh, Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, uh, can obtain the supreme personality of Godhead, and cannot, but the deliverer from the material world. Such mercy is received by Yashoda. So what is mentioned here is giving the comparative study between Yashoda and other devotees. So only is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that only Supreme Master is Krishna and all other is his servant. Krishna has the transcendental quality of Bhratya Vasat, becoming subordinate to his Bhartya or servants. So now, since everyone is his servant, but few, like Mother Yashoda, got such a position that she is doing so much, getting personal association, playing with him, chastising him, binding him. So no one can get this kind of mercy. So even the Brahma, who is the Adi Kavi, the original creator of universe, or Lord Shiva, who is the topmost Vaishnav, and uh, Devi Lakshmi, who is a constant consort of Krishna, and who associate with his body, do his service, she doesn't get such mercy. Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit is surprised, thinking, what did Mother Yashoda did in his, and Nand Maharaj did it in their previous life, by which they got such a great opportunity. So, in this verse, Prabhupada mentioned that the negative pronouncement of na 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 is mentioned 3 times. So, whatever is uttered so many times indicate or given so much stress becomes very valuable. So we need to follow that. So here it is said that na lebhir, na lebhir, na lebhir. So yet Mother Yashoda is in the supermost exalted position, and thus Krishna has become completely subordinate to her. So in one more word which is emphasized by Prabhupada in this verse is Vimukti Dat. This is also very significant. Vimukti, Vimukti, which is a special type of mukti. So there are different type of liberation, such as Sojya, Shalokya, Sarupya, Sarasti, and Samipya. But Vimukti, which means special mukti, uh, when after liberation one is situated on the platform of Prema Bhakti, one is said to have achieved Vimukti. So, therefore the word Na is mentioned, that exalted platform of Prema is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Premam Artho Mahan, and Mother Yashoda naturally act in such an exalted position in loving affair. She is therefore a Nitya Siddhya Devi, devotee, an expansion of Krishna Hladni potency. So, basically, it is emphasizing that whoever does the unalloyed devotion service get or prema bhakti, uh, those only get to that level. So text 21 uh, explains that the Krishna is accessible to the devotee engaged in spontaneous loving service, which I explained. We see in the previous verses also, and same thing is continued or emphasis is given again on the same thing. But he is not easily accessible to the mental speculator, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerity and penances, or to those who consider the body the same as the self. So we see that only devotee can easily access the Krishna, but not the tapasvi or yogi, jnani. So, so it is also explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says that the the living entity surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So, Prabhupada explained that everyone is actually seeking to achieve happiness by reviving his relationship with the Krishna. So, therefore, all the karmi, jnani, yogi, and saintly person are all seeking Krishna, but by following in the footstep of devotee who are in direct relationship with Krishna, especially the inhabitant of Vrindavan, one can reach the supreme position of associating with Krishna. So only by following the Guru, Acharya, and in the footstep of great devotees, we can we can establish the direct connection with Krishna. So further, Prabhupada mentioned that so Krishna is available, although Krishna is available to only to his followers. Although the Nitya Sadhya expansion of Krishna always remain with Krishna, if those engaged in sadhana siddhi follow in the footsteps of Krishna Nitya Siddha association, such sadhana siddha also can easily attain Krishna. So basically, same thing. If we follow the footstep of acharyas, guru, um, we can attain or re-establish the relation with Krishna. So in verse 22 and 23, what is explained that when after Krishna accepted to get bound with the rope or tied with the rope, so Mother Yashoda went to do her work, and then Supreme Lord Krishna saw the twin trees, which was Yamala Arjun tree, which were standing in the courtyard of Nand Maharaj house. So, and seeing them, Krishna approached, even though he was tied with big motor, but he started moving forward with it toward those two trees, because he know they are the demigod sons, Nal Kuber, who were uh, once was cursed by Narad Muni, and and uh, yeah, that's what is mentioned in these two verses. But in the next session, we will see um, another pastime. So thank you so much. Please forgive me for all the mistakes I have done. अंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you very much,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pratyush Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.